Bing bong. All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast. Monday. Podcast week. My name's Will DeFries. In the studio with me, David Ruff.
Spooky season.
Is that your best spooky laugh?
No.
You can do much better.
It wasn't. In fact, I'd like to start the show over.
I actually thought that was absolute. No, Dylan. No one asked for that.
Yours is more of a cackle, right? Your spooky laugh is a cackle laugh.
Yeah, his is great.
Yeah, I've been having an issue with my getting my pitch higher lately, just because of my sickness that I had a couple weeks ago. Let me try.
Wait.
Dude, that's good. Dude, that's actually pretty damn good.
I feel like that might be like your hidden talent.
Yeah. The cackle.
Put me behind a wall at a spooky house, a haunted house, and let me cook.
Ooh, maybe tomorrow, which is the first episode of Spooky SZN. All right. No, Randy, let's leave that one to him. Yeah, that was more Eric from Billy Madison. Okay.
That's my goofy laugh.
That was more head injury.
No, yeah, that was spooky slash goofy.
Yeah, that's more of my clown spooky goofy laugh.
That's from Thriller, right?
It definitely sounds like
Is that the Thriller laugh?
So last night, Sally put on a trap remix of Harry Potter theme song. I don't know where she
That sounds
procured
dope.
this.
That's my kind of night.
And then soon after that was Thriller, and I immediately recognized the door creaking open.
Thriller.
I was like, I think D-Man's got that on the board for some season.
We had the
That
video
song.
on VHS in my home.
That
Really?
song goes so hard.
Yeah. My
I bet that would go for some Skrill these days.
bet we don't. Ooh, actually.
People forget.
Dude,
Might have
your
that.
dad puts out the vibe of a guy who would know that's got some worth to it and would put it aside.
People forget that in Mr. Trojan 2002, we did the opening number was a choreographed dance to Thriller.
The reason that people forget is
I bet
because
that
we're
sucked.
actively trying to forget that you were entered into a swimsuit competition called Mr. Trojan at your high school.
As a 17 or 18-year-old.
Yeah,
boy,
like that. Like
facts.
people do forget, but it's intentional.
Dude, I kind of nailed that dance though. I did the best zombie ever.
I feel bad. I don't like that you're bringing this up because during our homecoming, we had to do like a choreographed dance if you were on the court, and I just skipped the practice for the dance, and they just abandoned the entire dance because I didn't show up for it.
Were you
And
dove hunting?
I feel bad to
That's
this
good.
day that I did it, but I truly just didn't want to do the choreographed dance.
I
It
get
just
it.
wasn't in my thing.
You're not
you
a
know?
choreographed dancer.
Nah.
I get it, man.
It's a weakness.
If you would like to submit your spooky season story, a ghost story that happened to you, or maybe a family member, or some lore or
Yeah.
myth from
Wait
your
for like
town.
the nail bag.
Yes, thank you for bringing that over.
Yeah, maybe there's like
the nail
yeah,
bag.
something from your hometown that like is just has an eerie vibe to it that you want to share. Maybe there's an unsolved.
You don't have to grow up on Lake Erie.
Maybe there's an unsolved murder.
Shout out to all my Huron boys.
I love the good unsolved murder.
Yeah, what Dylan said is true. Spooky at
I don't. I like
Washed
it when they're
Media.
solved and the family has like
But it's
Closure?
kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. Of like, oh, there's a murderer on the loose. That's kind of fun.
Well, you're the only one who thinks that's fun when people are dying due to an uncaptured killer.
I don't want them to die, but if they do get killed, I would prefer that the killer not get caught immediately.
Will you be honest? Do you get aroused when there's another Rainy Street death?
It's a
You
little
are the-
exciting.
You are the first one to post anything about it in our group chat.
Look, I don't want people to die. I want it died on record.
well,
But
Randy
it's
is
kind of fun.
Randy's so anti Rainy Street Ripper that I don't even send it to y'all anymore. I have a different group text that I shoot it over to because they're more invested and they're believers.
That's fine.
I want to read more about the Rainy Street Ripper if you have information.
We don't.
I think I've actually been removed from the Facebook group that had all the information in
They
it.
figured you out.
They sussed me out.
Like this guy has a podcast.
He's not one of us. Spooky at washedmedia.com. Spooky at washedmedia.com. Please hit us with your stories. It's always fun. That's the most fun part of spooky season. Also, rest in peace to Kimbe Mutombo and Chris Christopherson.
Yes.
It happens in threes.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Salt Life,
You're right.
which we'll get to later.
No, that's not a human. Why would you compare? Why would you compare
Corporation
that?
are people under the First Amendment.
Maybe the third one's going to be a
People forget that.
An unsolved one.
A murder.
Should we low key thrill kill someone this week and talk about it on Spooky Season?
The
We would do numbers if we were talking about an actual murder that we accomplished.
a dill kill.
What if it's a murder suey?
I will not be volunteering for that
No,
portion.
not
of it.
us, but like, what if the third one? I guess that'd count as 4. Never mind.
I did learn researching a segment for this show later on that one of the founders of Salt Life is in jail for manslaughter.
Really?
Yeah, as of a couple years ago.
So that one's been solved.
Yeah, as he's been convicted and
Right.
serving a
Dude,
sentence.
they tried to take me away and throw away the key the other day for beer slaughter.
That's fucking sick.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a charge.
yeah. They said it was premeditated. They saw my group chat with my absolutes, and they were like, "Damn, he was not messing around here."
There's clear evidence this guy planned on slaughtering beers this day.
Yeah, I looked like Cuba Gooding Jr. walking out.
Someone's cooking,
That's so stupid.
and I'm not talking clams.
I have a question for someone in this studio.
Who's the question for?
The question is for Randy.
He's so worried about
What's
this.
up? It's on
Randy-
the rundown. I'm concerned.
There are often times in this office where Randy just won't shut up. He's just walking around. He's got a case of the F arounds. He's just like talking.
Mhm.
It's not a bad attribute. It's honestly nice to have around.
Mhm.
If you do have headphones on, sometimes Randy does do this to you. Here, I'm just going to do it to Dave. To get your attention, he'll just put his hand right in
Oh,
front of
you
your
hate
face.
that
Oh,
shit.
dude, it's the worst. It's like the absolute.
I need
I
an
like.
answer.
I love Randy, so I don't. I would fire someone that I didn't like if they were doing that.
When
shit
Will's
to me.
locked in, just let him cook.
Just
man.
let me cook, dude. But there's something lately that Randy just simply hasn't been talking about. He's been keeping it under wraps, and honestly, when I brought it up to him on Friday, he was very cocky about it. Randy's doing absolute numbers on social right now. He's got over 1 million views on his most recent, not most recent, on a recent reel
Yeah.
that he filmed in Louisville, Kentucky. It's recently gotten over 1.1 million views.
Facts.
Earlier this week, last week, when I asked Randy about it, he said, "I don't celebrate until I get 1 million."
It's true.
And I just why are you like this? Like, what? We are a content company. If you came in and said, "Have you guys seen how my reel was doing last night?" I would be so excited for you. And you come in here as if you're not just doing numbers behind the scenes.
Yeah, I can't jinx it until it hits 1 million.
There's no jinxing when you have 967,000 views on something. It's doing fine.
Oh, you would say that, but my one reel, I think you should leave one, has been sitting at 980,000 for like the past 3 months, and it's slowly creeping back.
All right, here, I'm going to
They
give
get
you
to 1 million.
Can I give you a method of trying to get this up to 1 million?
Yeah.
How many views do you get on your Instagram stories?
Oh, only about like 1,000 something.
Okay, we can work with that. I want to see what happens if you repost your reel on your story, but drag it off of the story. You know what I'm
so you're saying that like it's a regular reel
Yeah.
that people are viewing, but in the background, so it's getting the views. That's very okay.
like you can put up a different
Yeah.
photo, but then the reel is off the screen. I want to see if that would register views for you.
That's a funny idea. And just do it for every single reel story I have from now on. Just keep on putting that one until I get to 1 million on that one.
Every single day when I walked into the Grand X office, every single day, Dylan would be standing there. He would be standing next to the Go Viral Today sign, and he would slap it as you walked by and say, "You locked in?" And I'd say, "Yeah." He would slap the ass of every single person in the office.
Yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, I would motivate the team.
So where's
leader.
our sign? Do we need a sign in here for this?
Something I really enjoyed that we did at Grand X, only early on, was that somebody would just start an email thread for a listicle and just say, "I'm doing a listicle on whatever."
Collab.
And then every single person would submit like 5 each. And then suddenly we had like a really clickable, awesome thing.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Do you think when Randy told us at the Butler Pitch and Putt that he was a real guy, he meant real?
Oh, maybe.
I did.
REE.
Mhm.
Little did we know.
Did Instagram Reels even exist back then?
What's the voice on your most recent one? From the Halloween store. Why'd you do pledge voice?
Because it's a trend going on, and it's more like Fortnite kid voice. That widowy so much fun.
Okay. Okay.
You get it?
That
No.
was one of the ones where like I wasn't in a situation where I could do volume, and so I just like scrolled past it and said I'd come back to it, and I never went back to it.
Damn.
It's
I'll
not
toss
doing
you a like.
it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll
Thanks,
toss you a
man.
like.
Very cool. Man.
Can you
Oh,
can
yeah.
you be a little more proud in the office when you're doing numbers? I mean,
Fine.
doing
I
a million
will.
views on one reel from like a 5,000 follower Instagram account is really impressive, and you've done it numerous times now.
That's
So I want you to be a little more upfront about your numbers.
You want me to hip hip hooray when it happens? You want
I don't
me-
know.
I'll figure out the in between.
It's so cocky of you not to celebrate until you get a million.
Yeah.
You're calling him cocky for being humble. You're being so humble, you're being cocky.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, it's hard to do, but you've done it.
It's like talking during a perfect game. That's like these too much dip guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, Texas is 5-0 for the second season in a row. I said that I think they'll be in the national championship game.
Okay.
And Dylan's like,
My precious number one ranking is going away.
darn it.
Where's my number one ranking? Alabama's going to take it from us.
Let's just ride it out. See what happens, man.
There's only 12 teams going to the playoff. We need to be number one.
They'll make the playoff, but we're not. That's not the goal here.
Chill out there, my friend.
That's
you don't
not
know.
Yeah, they'll make the playoff.
what are they going to get upset by BYU or something?
They're not going to make the
Come on,
playoff
man.
if Arch keeps on running the ball and not getting out of bounds.
Dude,
Well, it's a very
had
specific.
Arch had a
comment from
fucking.
the
Arch had a
game.
fucking game.
Arch
What
gets
happened?
Arch,
What-
Arch loses an ACL. If he just gets absolutely like clattered,
Just
what's
losing
gonna he's just gone. It's just missing.
What,
What are you? Why are you putting this out
Because
there?
I'm saying, and then Quinn has proven
Wait,
that
the
like his
Quinn-
shoulders are made out of paper mache. Like, are you not worried about this?
See, this I understand. This is
You think he's going to
This-
tear an ACL
No, I
No,
think
no,
it's gonna
no.
go missing.
Texas
gonna
has
at
two
ACL?
two quarterbacks that are starter caliber who are great quarterbacks, and that's a situation that any program would take.
Cup.
And Quinn is going to be healthy. He's going to start against OU.
What happened in the Mississippi State game? Why was it not? Because when I watched,
Why did they not just
They
thump
looked like
Mississippi
Mississippi
State?
State was
Why wasn't it Boofu?
It was a
They were
sloppy
playing
game.
well.
2 fumbles,
okay.
a deep ball that wasn't caught. It cost them 7.
I
It was
did
just
tune in for that. That was
it
That
was-
was a hilariously bad drop.
It was bad. Look, if Texas' bad game is a 22-point win against an SEC opponent, I'm gonna take that.
okay.
I'm gonna take
Dylan has a different energy about him today than he had last week.
I know.
What do you mean? About Texas?
Yeah.
I think Texas is a very good football team.
Well, I think most
Very
people
good.
do since they're like what, number 2 in the nation.
One in the coaches poll now, believe it or not. Look, we're just gonna ride this thing out. Things look good, and we want them.
What
to
does that mean
continue.
exactly?
Bounce on it.
We're not gonna celebrate too early. We're not gonna say, "Oh, we're the national championship bound." We're just gonna hopefully get there. Keep playing tough ball.
I wasn't going to call you out for this. But I would like to call out your Zach Bryan concert performance. I feel like it's time. So we had really, really good spot for Zach Bryan. We saw Cody Jenks, and then at the festival, shout out to Bourbon and Beyond. The way it's set up, there's 2 stages. We're right in front for Zach Bryan or Cody Jenks, and then Zach Bryan went on right next door, and we had really great spot there. Zach Bryan, a notoriously hard ticket, great live show, comes out. I don't know if Dylan consumed one single song as he's refreshing the game cast of the Texas-Louisiana Monroe game that's already a 35-point game. He looks over to me at one point, middle of like Open the Gate or some great Zach Bryan song. Arch just threw an interception.
Dude, I was
I'm like, dude, the
refreshing
game-
after like every play. It was
I'm
bad.
like, you are a weird guy.
I know.
What
it was,
is-
it was Arch's first start, and I was very curious to see how it was
It
going.
was the 4th quarter of a blowout.
Dude, I have a problem.
And then, so 4 songs into Zach Bryan, I'm not done. 4 songs into Zach Bryan, which we had agreed we're going to get out of there before he's done. 4 songs in, Dylan's like, you want to head back? Like, no, just fucking let's enjoy
We had a meeting time.
little
We had a
bit of
meeting
the sh-
time with these guys.
Those guys were fine. I trust Randy in that situation and Brett. But, dude, 4, we got to watch. Let's give it 5 songs,
I
maybe
know,
6.
I know. Look,
it's
I-
Zach Bryan.
I'm sorry.
He's a tough ticket.
Yeah,
It's
he
Zebo,
was
dude.
good too.
This is also Dylan could get better internet so he could stream it and actually watch the last 5 minutes of the game.
I did.
That
I
was,
don't
by
even
the
have,
way,
I don't even
a-
have ESPN Plus. I couldn't have watched it. I was just updating the app.
Oh my God!
Are you not a YouTube
You got
TV
calm
king?
down.
It wasn't on YouTube TV. It was on ESPN Plus.
Oh,
Yeah, the La Monroe game was.
You could use one of Will's 3 accounts that he had.
That's a great point. Shout out Rocket Money.
That'd been a great segue if we had him.
Yeah, I have a problem. It is
Your Longhorns is probably similar to my Mavs.
It is the one
I-
team that I'm passionate.
I think you two
for.
are very similar in that respect.
I'm very passionate about Longhorn football, and that's the only team that I really care that much about.
The reason I know that Dave rides for the Mavs harder than anybody is just your demeanor does change when the Mavs are doing well or doing poorly. But that's okay. I mean, I'll get more to it on This Weekend in Fun, but I had sports ruin a day.
Hey, you know I'm riding with the D.
Got it on your back,
Detroit
man.
Tigers.
Oh, baby. I'm excited to watch my first Tigers game this season when they're in the playoffs. Like, how am I supposed to watch Tigers games down here without paying for MLB TV? Like, it's
can't.
bad. It's
You can't.
stupid. Like,
It stinks.
I feel bad for being a bad fan who's just going to watch the playoff games, but they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy.
I think you're justified, and I don't think anybody's going to get mad at you for jumping back on the bandwagon.
I will also say there was no reason to start the season and even think about getting MLB TV because they weren't supposed to be any good. They had a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs not that long ago.
It's
So
pretty
like
sick.
I would have had to like really be like, okay, I'm going to get
It's-
invested in this team that still might not make the playoffs.
It's a pretty sick story, and I am really rooting for the Tigers, specifically the guys on their team, such as I don't know,
Dude, Torque.
Riley Green, center fielder, Colt Keith, third baseman, just to name a couple.
Mhm.
Dylan, who's your favorite Tiger currently?
Ooh, I sort of like them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you strike me as a big fan of Trey Sweeney, noted shortstop.
he's has a promising future.
Related to one Sydney.
Yeah,
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it really?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it is. I think they're cousins, maybe first.
Kissing cousin?
He's probably like, oh,
That's
please
not-
be second.
Right?
Please be second once
What,
removed.
Randy?
Family reunion? Sweens?
Oh, man.
Bro, let's go out this
That would be
weekend. There's a
weird.
crazy event happening.
I like to turn up.
Bro, there's a crazy
Sweens was your
event
second
happening.
cousin.
How many?
Let's just go have fun and let go of it.
Zero? On your cousin?
It's Swains.
This Weekend in Fun presented by our friends over at Prize Picks. You guys aware that you can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks? Does that interest you? Prize Picks is the best way to get action on sports in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, Texas. I bet if you're standing in the middle of Florida and Georgia, you could even bet on the Florida-Georgia line.
You probably do that from anywhere, really.
I mean, I guess. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join the over 10 million users and sign up today. Can I sweeten the deal for you guys a little bit?
Please.
Here's the thing. If you sign up today, you get $50 instantly when you pay or when you just play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. You just got to get in there, wager $5, $50 hits that account. Prize Picks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday. Each Tuesday, Prize Picks discounts a player projection up to 25% to provide even more value in your lineup.
Let's go.
Dude, unlike Matt Al Rancho's, they are open for Taco Tuesday, my friends.
Wow.
That's very specific,
Such
yeah.
a niche reference.
I mean, yeah, but real ones from this. Dude, the best thing about COVID was when they opened Matt's on Tuesday, so you go pick it up.
Oh.
What was the worst?
That was my prize pick.
That was your prize pick.
That was my prize
I
pick.
forgot they opened on Tuesday. That's dope.
Yeah. Go get in Prize Picks. It's fun. It's just a fun way to go. This week on Prize Picks, they got a full football board. Think you can hop on some arch action?
Oh, buddy.
Arch. Maybe you got Tyreek Hill for more than 97.5 receiving yards and Saquon Barkley for more than 67.5 rushing yards.
Yeesh.
Think about that.
How about Derrick Henry just to continue to maul people?
Dude, I've been saying that.
The ageless.
Could have been a cowboy. Should have been a cowboy.
Should have been a cowboy.
Download the app today. Use code STEAM to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5. $5 lineup. Again, download the app today. Use code STEAM to get $50 off instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Dave is so
Wrong pipe.
He's so pumped up for Prize Picks right now that he's just
Wow.
wrong pipe.
Wrong pipe on top of the allergy thing.
Wrong pipe Davey, they call
Dave's fuck. Yeah, you know it.
Dude, DJ, what'd you get into this weekend?
2 girls, wrong pipe.
Hey, man, thanks for asking. I had a pretty solid little weekend. Started off on Friday. Parks had his first baseball game. The Bad News Bears. He played a little center field. Made a play out there.
Wow, Kenny Lofton style.
He only got one at bat. It was a they play on
Opa Lofton style.
Shut up. Would you let him do his fucking
that's
thing?
good.
Opa Lofton style.
You heard what he said.
No one's ever said that phrase in the
Dude.
history of the world.
How was he? Was he just out there manning center field like Parker Meadows?
Yeah, he was running down fly balls. Yes, he was. Got one at bat. He got walked. They play on a time limit.
Was it a good walk?
They play an hour and a half, so it was a slow moving game. He got one at bat. He got walked. Didn't even get a pitch to hit.
What
But,
is it? Is
he
it
stole
full
the base?
regular?
Yeah, kid pitch.
I know it's
they
kid
can
pitch.
steal.
But like 4 balls, walk. That,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Basic
straight up,
rules.
straight up.
All right. Cool.
He stole a base. They got the first dub, 1-0. He's got eye black now and sunglasses.
You made him take off
Hey.
the nose thing that said kill everybody, right?
That was a hot topic in the group text.
Yeah. I was like, that's not appropriate. These are 9-year-olds. But
Hey, I know he's a little guy, but like I've got some pit vipers if he wants them.
his mom got him just some Amazon ones that are doing him just fine.
If he wants some real obnoxious ones that were purchased for my bachelor party, they've got his name on it.
Okay.
I
I'll let
tried
him
on
know.
a wildly expensive pair of like Oakley blades that are made for golf. The way that it brightens everything but shields your eyes from the sun was honestly mind blowing.
Really?
I kind of want some now because it's like the only way that I could actually play.
Get some.
I don't know if I could be the guy wearing Oakley blades with like my rowback and my like moisture wicking shorts.
You
Like,
can get away with it. You got a mullet, dude. You got to remember.
do I? Is it still a mullet?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's still mullety.
Honestly,
When you comb
I
it,
hadn't thought
when you
about
comb
it.
the sides back the way you do, then it gives mullet.
Okay.
So that was my Friday. Saturday, watched some football. Watched Arch do his thing. We went and played mini golf. Me, Chelsea Parks, play a little mini golf. I whipped him again.
What'd you shoot?
I shot a 37, I believe.
Do you still have an incredibly wide
over.
putting stance?
I didn't shoot a 30, 41.
Your feet are very wide on your putting stance.
I
I've
don't
always
do that
noticed.
anymore.
How many hole in ones?
3.
I don't know if I believe that, but
3. Parks had 2.
I'm not going to start an argument over it or anything.
I've seen your swing. I know your swing.
Okay. Yeah, then I watched Arch just absolutely dice up the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
You watched it on TV and not on
I
Camcast?
watched it on TV this time.
Do you see Trump comparing his body to Biden's?
No. I mean, that's not a good.
He said he was going to go to the beach. He's got a much better body than Joe.
He's got
I
a
don't know
terrible
about
body.
that.
It's like
I
this
mean,
is not the angle to take right now.
He's got a terrible body.
No dudes that age are like, nah, my body's better than his.
You got a better body than the 80-something guy with. I don't know. Can't really speak in
Yesterday,
sentences.
on Sunday,
Is
Parks
also
and
the
I
president.
went on a long bike ride
There you go.
around the trail. About 3.5 miles. Not super long, but for a 9-year-old.
What kind of bike's he rocking?
He's got a little, the brand is called Co-op. It's a very popular brand for the youngsters. It's a really nice bike.
Pegs?
No pegs yet. But he's nice with it.
Just a bike rider.
Every kid in my
Yesterday-
neighborhood has one of those motorbikes now.
Yesterday evening, we went and saw a movie. I was with Chelsea. We took Parks, and we met up with Parks' mother and stepfather. 5 of us went to go see a movie together. Wild Robot. Seen this?
Was it good?
It was really good.
Okay.
It is.
It's getting good reviews.
It is a tearjerker. Chelsea, sorry, Chelsea, you cry like a baby. She cried big time. It's very touching. It's a sweet story.
Did you fall asleep?
I did not fall asleep. I had a big giant Diet Pepsi and a large popcorn.
Wait, so this is about a robot named Roz
Yeah.
who becomes the mother of Ryan Gosling?
A gosling, a baby goose. Gosling.
And then falls in love with the host of the radio show. in Seattle.
See, Roz, the robot, is programmed.
She's in the remake.
She's hot.
Is programmed to help humans with different tasks, but she starts to think in here instead of up here.
First
She
mistake.
reprograms herself.
I'd
to
be
a
crying in this
loving
movie.
character.
I'd be crying in this movie for the fear of robots taking over and
Yeah.
It's a sweet
and
story.
fathering my child.
I
Like,
recommend
that
it.
doesn't make me feel good.
This
saw
is
it in
giving
3D.
robot propaganda.
We watched
AI
it-
propaganda.
Wait, you went to the third dimension for this?
We watched it in 3D. No, just the screen.
I'm
was
famously
3D.
not allowed to go to 3D movies because my wife says she gets sick during them, even though I've never seen her actually go to a 3D movie before.
That was Parks' first 3D movie. He was very stoked about that.
I'd like to go do another one. I saw Avatar 3D.
Check out Wild
You had
Robot.
to.
You had to, dude.
Randy, go see it.
I might go see it.
You should. It's a good
or,
movie.
You know, I might wait for it to come streaming and then I'll watch it.
That's fair.
Keep it real with me one time, Playboy. Did you get high?
No.
right.
I'm with my son. I'm not getting
Just
high.
fucking asking.
You can smoke him out too.
There's other adults there.
I didn't smoke my son out. I didn't
Were you
smoke
were you
myself out.
holding at the movie theater?
Yeah, I brought a piece.
What snacks you
Okay.
get, dude?
Just popcorn and Diet Pepsi. They don't have Coke products
You,
there.
you didn't sneak in some Nerds gummy clusters? They have so many new flavors now.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh,
Did you
that's
pick
the
some
move.
up for the squad?
I'll
You
bring them in
should.
tomorrow.
Get some Charleston Chews while you're at it.
Charleston Chews are good. I'm on your
It
side.
was a great weekend.
You lucked out yesterday
Why?
because Rooker, shout out Rooker, he did not get to 40.
I know.
So you missed out. I mean, you were saying that if Rooker gets to 40, you're going Flauta.
I was gonna flout. Yeah.
I'm lucky. I was on Prize Picks and had him at 38.5.
I was gonna two-hole a flauta. Per Dave's suggestion.
It's the most fun you can have at a Tex-Mex restaurant. Not necessarily two-holing it. I'm sure that's a lot of fun, but just ordering chicken flautas like off a menu like a normal person and not, tying it to a sports bet.
Sure. Yeah. And that concludes my weekend in fun. Dave, I yield my time to you.
Boy, what a weekend. My Friday was up here was short-lived. I'm a seasonal allergy sufferer, and they have been real fucking bad,
Dude,
as you can tell.
yesterday it almost took me out.
Friday, I was sitting up here and I had a cough attack like I have never had in my life, to the point to where I went in the bathroom because I was like, well, no one wants me to be out in the living area or the bullpen coughing. I almost blacked out. And I was like, okay, this is bad. So I just was like, fuck this. I went home Friday.
Why don't you sip some codeine like Malcolm Kelly?
I don't like taking it. It turns me into, I don't like doing codeine.
Okay. Holla at the Stoops.
Okay.
I know. I should take that out. I don't want people to know. I want people to think I'm double cupped up all the time. But so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lay low this weekend, which I did until Sunday. But Friday night was industry night. I have one episode left in season 2, and then I'm gonna catch up this week with everybody. Finish season 3. I'm very excited.
Can I say something?
Just wait?
Dude, just wait.
Fuck! I knew it. I knew it was
Dude,
a just
just
wait
wait, dude.
situation. I'm gonna. You know what? I will. I will wait.
Dude,
I don't know what else I can do.
just wait, dude.
Yeah.
Just wait.
I don't know what they're doing with. I was a little worried about my man's Eric. And
Careful, dude.
I know.
Just careful. I don't trust these backers out there to slide in your DMs.
Don't. Saturday morning, I too had a baseball event. It was a T-ball event. We got out there. We're losing kids on the team. I don't know if it's illness or what, but we're like 5 or 6 kids on the team, which is fine. No one's playing a position. Which when you're out there and you're just kind of running around and in the field, it's not like you need somebody to be out there like being like Dylan Dingler or Renee Olson or hell, even Trey Sweeney.
Yeah.
Second time he's come up. But it was a lot of fun. Rhodes continues. I mean, dude, you put a ball on a tee, the kid's gonna hit the ball. Okay, if it's on a tee, it's fine.
Did he piss on it?
He put one back up the middle. I'm trying to help him go oppo with it. We're working on that in the backyard. Maybe next week. Working on his stance. His shoulders are a little bit closed. We'll get there. You're like probably wondering, like, Dave, what'd you drink Friday night and Saturday night? Well, I polished off my bottle of Eagle Rare, and to the random Sunday Scaries submitter who just decided to submit to Sunday Scaries that Eagle Rare's overrated. You're wrong. It's not. It's my favorite bourbon, and I'm now out of it, and I need more. So if you've got a lead on some in the Austin area, specifically Southwest Austin, let me know because I need another bottle. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I got a random submission to Sunday Confessions today that was just that Eagle Rare is overrated. Like, I feel like this person just like got mad at a party where they saw someone drinking Eagle Rare and just took it out on them. Can I read you, speaking of the Sydney Sweeney conversation we had earlier, can I read you another submission that I didn't include in today's newsletter?
Please.
It says, last weekend, I went to a wedding and tried to hook up with one of the cousins, but got cock blocked by his parents. Read that, and I was like, okay, I don't know whose cousins they're referring to, but whatever. The second and final sentence is, at the same wedding, I met another cousin, and we've been talking all week. I think I might have girl bossed a little too hard, and it sounds like he's going to hop on a flight to come visit me. Is this person going to a wedding and trying to hook up with their cousins? Or did they just need to work on their phrasing?
No. It's Kirk Cousins' brother.
Oh!
Or DeMarcus.
Folks. I just thought that was weird. I was like, you need to work on your phrasing because it sounds like you're just trying to run through your family right now.
Some clarity is necessary.
Yeah. I'm assuming it means that they're a friend and they're trying to hook up with the cousins of like the bride or the groom. But yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe they're into some weird shit.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd like to know how the parents cock blocked.
Maybe Sydney Sweeney is.
They're like, you're
cousin.
his first cousin. Like, we're not.
Yeah, this is weird.
You're
This
not
is gonna
doing
be a
this.
problem
This
with
is
the
like,
family.
Can someone take her away? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
You're
No.
my niece.
That's really going to occupy some real estate, man. And then yesterday, man, I got to say, the first ever, the inaugural, what was it called?
Clam bake.
Brett's Clam Bake.
The
I had my
Onion Creek
first clam
bake.
yesterday.
What'd you think?
A lot of work.
Yep.
Underestimated the amount of power needed to bust that clam open.
You shuck clams?
I think there is a device that some people use. I was cavemanning it.
Gonna be honest.
You're raw dogging it.
I don't know what the word shuck fully means. Gonna be honest
Like you
with
shuck an oyster. You put the little dull knife in.
Oh no, okay. No, it was more like a pistachio where it's a little open a little bit so you could just with two thumbs.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
Dude, great comparison, Randy.
pretty much, yeah.
Brett did a great job. He made some wings that were really good too. I did not know we were doing wings.
I like the wings.
Wings were good.
Happy surprise.
Clam for me, I would like to try it in a pasta, maybe a linguine.
Or chowder.
Was there chowder there? Did he
No.
do a chowder? I missed that if so. And the cheese bowl was really good too. I got it fresh out the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, I had some corn chowder this weekend, and I would like to implore you to go to Central Market and get there.
Corn
Use some chowder in your life,
Mhm.
Dave.
Don't get any clam chowder. I will give you the gift of chowder once I make it when it goes to 59 degrees.
What a guy.
Roller coaster
I'll
weather.
see you in December, baby.
What a guy.
It's so specific.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Will's wearing jeans today.
Yeah.
I want to point that out.
Yeah,
Nice, dude.
I copped some jeans.
It was on his
Nice.
in list.
Mhm.
Nice.
No, it wasn't.
Jeans are in.
I don't know.
It's about
I
time.
didn't put it on there. I'm not saying they're out, but like they weren't on my in list.
Oh, okay.
Also, Saturday, I really just have been taking in a lot of college football. A lot. Had a lot of fun watching college football. A lot of fun.
It's been a fun season so far.
Your
It's
boy
really
turned
blown the
off
NFL out
the
of
Georgia
water.
Bama game because it was a blowout.
Oh my god!
And guess what?
No,
He went and played FIFA upstairs, and when he unplugged, he saw the score and thought, "What an idiot!"
it was potentially at the
I
greatest.
blame you
5
guys.
minutes
I
of-
blame you guys just as much. I need
was so-
more text messages coming through.
There was a BF watch.
There was a BF watch.
But it was never a warning. No BF was.
It wasn't
cited.
a warning, just a watch.
I know. I blame this on the group text for not being active enough to be like, "Hey, any of you casuals out there turned off the game. You might want to turn it back on right
That's
now."
facts, dude.
Yeah, seeing the highlights at 1 a.m. while I laid in bed, I was like, "Oh, this is depressing."
It's quite a game.
At least my coach has a good forehead that I edited.
Well, if I was there, I'd be putting my face. My
Yeah,
hand in
thank
front
you,
of your
Randy,
face,
thank
be
you.
Like, hey,
Hey,
I'll
man.
lock in from FIFA.
Oh, it's cool, dude. It's cool. Is it my turn?
I don't know. Is it?
Is it your boy? I had to go to Fort Lauderdale, Florida on Thursday morning. And so I returned around lunch on Friday. It was a work trip. And so I laid low on Friday night. Saturday, you know your boy. You did it to him.
Metal Ranchos.
Had a hankering And by me having a hankering, I mean my wife had a hankering for a margarita. I walked in. They wouldn't let us sit down because we were not all present, but that's okay. They seated us fairly quickly. But in the very short period of time that I was waiting, I saw one Micah Weiner.
Oh,
Popped over, said what up.
that wasn't planned.
Yeah, no, it wasn't planned. I will say that Micah, he lives a little further out of town than he used to. And, he was coming into town for...
Metal Ranchos.
He called like another couple and, not Sally and I, and, they just, they had lunch together and, whatever. I did get the tacos al carbon. They hit. They were very, very good. And yeah, Saturday I watched a little college football. Ended up going up and playing some EAFC 25. You guys familiar with this? It's the new FIFA.
Okay.
Usage rights, things of that nature.
Sure.
Missed the entire game, or missed the entire second half of Bama, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I did hit some of that Sturgill at Rupp Arena, though, Dave.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, pretty good. And then Sunday was just a straight chill day. We did have soccer with Fritz on Saturday morning. I don't want to expose him too much, but we do need him to get on the field a little bit more. He's a little coy. He's a little young for the league, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on him. But, he got out there for a little bit, took some knocks. And then, last night, all I wanted to do yesterday, was for it to be time to watch Industry Season 3 finale. I'm one season ahead of the D-Man right now. For those wondering, yes, I did fall asleep for 20 minutes in the middle of the episode and missed a very numerous pivotal plot points without realizing it, only to go back and rewatch the episode after and be like, oh yeah, I missed probably the best 20 minutes of television that this series has ever put out.
Start to finish?
No, I started where I knew I fell asleep, and then I just wrote out the episode for the next 40 minutes from there. But I don't know where they're going to go from here. I'm very happy with how things are going. No one's in a good place right now on that show.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah, I took 2 melatonin gummies and passed the fuck out.
I started Penguin, fell asleep during the first episode, but it was really good. The part that I watched.
I'm excited to start Penguin at some point.
Hey, do you have context? Did you watch the Batman? Which the one?
I think I'm gonna watch that Batman first.
The way James said it takes place right after the Batman, so you need to watch the movie.
The Robert Pattinson Batman, right?
Oh, really? I thought it was an origin story.
I don't know. I think that James told me it's right after the aftermath of the Batman, so you need to watch the actual movie first.
Okay.
So Ross on Twitter said it's 5 hours long, that particular Batman. Is that a little bit of hyperbole?
It's like 3 hours.
I think it's
but
3 hours and
is-
12 minutes or something.
It's a long ass Batman.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna watch
that
it.
Batman's long as fuck.
I like what I see so far.
It was
from the
good.
Penguin.
I will say it was.
Does
a
he
good
talk?
movie.
Does he got that?
No,
All right.
no.
I'll still watch.
Colin Farrell, man. You forget it's him. It's
That's
crazy.
the mark of a good performance.
It's crazy.
I think it's mark of a good makeup person.
Yeah,
That too.
Good makeup.
Yeah.
That too.
I would never take a role where I have to get that much makeup. I want my face on the screen.
He's got like one of his legs is all jacked up, so he waddles like a penguin.
Oh.
It'd be cool if he was just an actual penguin.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like a hybrid of man and penguin?
Mm-hmm.
A pengman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good weekend. You guys have fun this weekend? You have a good weekend?
was a good
Feeling
weekend and
refreshed
fun.
coming into content week?
I mean, it's spooky season, so it's like I'm ready.
Yo, that's facts.
Hey, where can I watch Spooky Season? I'm new here.
Or
listen.
check out the Patreon. Patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast.
Optos only.
Optos only.
Or Tuesdays only. Free trial for new subscribers. 7 days.
Give us a chance to earn your business. I promise you won't be disappointed.
You know what I've been freaking with lately?
Let's hear it.
Shopify. Here's the thing. I like making money. We all like making money. That's kind of the point of
that's why
starting
we
a
work,
business. And so when we were deciding to make more money, we were like, you know what? Let's set up a store to sell some product to our customers. And guess what? We use Shopify. You know who else uses Shopify? Aloe, Allbirds, Kim Kardashian's Skims. Familiar with Skims? And Skims. If they're using it, like, don't you kind of think like, okay, they're doing straight numbers.
They know what
like
they're
maybe
doing.
I should be doing numbers too. Like, just go do it. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify, baby. Nobody does selling better than Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not so secret with Shop Pay, it boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales are going through. Cha-ching. So if you're into growing your business, which you should be if you started one, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, baby. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Because businesses that sell more, sell with Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we use. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/circling, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/circling to upgrade your selling today. One more time. That's shopify.com/circling. Hey, brother. Pour out a little of your Yeti right there. Pour some ranch water out your Yeti, brother.
Okay.
Salt Life.
Should I take the sticker off my car?
Yep.
Off my truck?
This surprised me as Salt Life. Even though we live in Central Texas, you still see Salt Life. You go down to the coast, you're obviously going to see a lot of Salt Life. Texas coast, Florida coast, Alabama coast. You're going to see a lot.
All
of
the
Salt
coasts,
Life.
really.
Unfortunately, you can't judge the health of a business based on a decal.
But if you could, they're killing it.
If you could, they're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Like I assume the Punisher skull, the Punisher sticker, whatever company that is, Punisher Industries, they're doing really well based on the eye test. But there's more to a business than meets the eye, unfortunately, for Salt Life, right, guys?
Yeah.
I think there might be less that meets the eye based on their numbers. Are these in Shopify for their checkout?
That I don't know.
Maybe that's their problem.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just wondering.
It's a
The
great
back
question.
end it just went awry. They, no Shopify.
Well, I'm going to saltlife.com to see if they have any shoes. In my head, I was like, did Hey Dudes take away from like their footwear stuff? And it's not even loading.
What?
And the shoes that did come up were
no.
signaled to be $0.00, which seems like a deal.
So it's just an apparel brand, right? What do they sell? I've never been in this
It's,
website.
it's
before.
actually more of a lifestyle.
You guys don't have any friends that have Salt Life stickers, do you?
No, but I
no.
have one who there was a time where he was on Salt Life Watch. Where you could see it.
What-
It was not Flounder.
You put them on a watch?
What
It's
needs
like you could see him go in that direction.
what needs to happen to go from Guy Harvey to Salt Life?
Oh man,
Because that's not a pipeline that happens.
I feel like a 30 rack of Keystone.
I think those are different waves, man.
I know, but I think one wave might kind of party wave into another one. So I don't think
Guy Harvey is
I don't think
frat.
Salt Life guys go Guy Harvey, but I think there are situations where Guy Harvey guys go Salt Life.
People have made the leap from Guy Harvey to Salt Life, but for me, Guy Harvey is frat. Salt Life is like white Oakleys.
Oh,
Is that fair?
I don't know.
I didn't know you were going to go with.
Is it fair?
I don't know
Oakleys.
what summer I had a Guy Harvey tank top with a big marlin on the back, but I can tell you that I crushed that summer.
Our friend Flounder, was he ever a Salt Life guy?
No,
Okay, good.
no.
Yeah, but
I asked that
Harvey.
because
No, but
he's a
if
big,
Flound-
big fisher.
if he
Big
was
fisher.
a Salt Life guy, he actually can back it up.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's the pickup trucks in Southern Ohio that have it on there, where it's like there's not salt water within 1,000 miles of you.
Was he a Columbia, like a long sleeve tech material guy? Fish like those fishing shirts you see around?
probably. Yeah, I mean, you,
Well, those are nice because they have they legit protect you from the sun.
was a
They got SPF.
yeah,
Yeah.
utility.
Of course.
Gear. Yeah, actual performance wear for a man that spends a lot of time on the water.
It's popular at Fritz's soccer games for dads to just wear like the tech material hoodie
Oh, really?
for sun coverage, I guess. But it's so damn hot out. I'm like, I know you don't want to be in that hoodie right now.
Keep the sun off.
Did you know Salt Life has a they licensed their name to a food shack, Salt Life Shack.
Okay, how are those doing?
I don't know. They're unaffected apparently, but I just went ahead and found some reviews.
Oh, how'd that go?
I gotta say, I went in with the notion that I'm gonna find some real shit reviews here, and while I did, I found mostly positive. I'd like to read a few. This is from Felix,
Where are these located?
mainly in the southeast.
Okay, that's
We're Florida area.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I mean, just coming from Fort Lauderdale.
Jack's Beach, I believe. But yeah, this is Felix in Atlanta. This is a review from this year, actually. Food overall. Salt Life is one of the better seafood places in Jack's. Better than Dockside, in my opinion. I usually like raw, but I'm paranoid about Vibrio. Guess that's a foodborne illness. So I got grilled oysters, and it's the shit. So good. Poke was meh.
He spelled it shit.
Yeah, that's what he said. Poke was meh since the seasoning fell off. I hate when that happens. Seasoning just falls right off. The grouper had a coconut creamy twist to it, complemented by the fresh tomatoes, so I recommended that. Rainforest mahi was okay, but it needed more flavor, maybe spice and salt. Yeah. Service. Well, cool personal girl Mariah. Shout out to her for taking care of us.
Dave, please note the 3 exclamation points after Mariah.
A little horny. Felix a little horny. Oh, and the hostess was prepared to hold the doors for us, which I was delighted by. Hey, you fucking lazy fuck.
That's a nice touch.
You were delighted that she held the door for you. I don't know your situation, and I apologize if there's a disability there or just an overall lack of muscle mass.
I think they were just noting the nice touch.
Come on, man. She was prepared to hold the doors. We don't even know if she did hold the door. She was just there. Like she
was
could have
prepared
done.
for it. I'll hold the door if you need it.
Clean bathrooms, lively crowd, 5 stars.
Vibrio are bacteria that naturally live in certain coastal waters. They are found in high numbers in May through October when water temperatures are warmer.
Global warming.
Do you want to know what it does to a human?
I'm going to guess diarrhea.
Hey, Randy.
It's Rhea time.
Yeah, watery diarrhea, stomach cramps. I don't need the clarifier that it's watery. I think that's kind of a tacit thing.
Much like the Salt Life
implied.
website, having little issues in the back end.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. Apparently,
that's good, dude.
Apparently, it gives you chills.
It's electrifying.
Yeah.
This is from Adam.
A-bomb?
Had a good meal with my girlfriend on the 2nd floor outside an umbrella. Waited 30 minutes for a burger and a poke bowl. Then we were finished and we waited 20 minutes to get the check. The server, Michael, went to the bathroom and had us waiting for 20 minutes to get a check so we could leave. He said, "Sorry, I was in the bathroom." Randy?
It's Rhea time.
You could have told another server in your section that you were using the bathroom to help cover your tables, but that would have just made too much sense. Never coming back. Hey, sorry my man's had to Mondo.
Hey, Adam, I'm sorry your meal took less than an hour.
The fuck, dude? It's Salt Life Shack.
You were there for 50 minutes? You'll be fine, Adam.
It'll be all right.
You'll be fine. You're gonna survive.
And this is a longer one. And I'm not going to read it all, but it's from Alexandra. And she just wants to note, the server was attentive and very sweet, and none of this is on her. The hostesses were also friendly and kind. I noticed in a lot of these reviews, the staff is never, outside of the guy who had the waiter who had to use the gents room, the staff is not the issue, but it's the food that seems to be the issue. This one ends with the chef and especially the airhead manager who wanted to argue with her unassuming, way overpaying customers should be ashamed. Shame on y'all for serving anyone the lukewarm garbage you left on our table. Salt Life? Not even close. Yikes.
Did you add the yikes or is that part of it?
Zoinks! Nah, she hit him with the yikes.
It's not good.
Dude, there's nothing worse in a group text when you send a text and someone just responds yikes. Dylan did it to me like 8 months ago in like the TMD group chat, and like I'm still confused as to why I even deserved a yikes.
What was the context?
I don't remember, but it hurt. I remember being like, okay, I don't think I deserved a yikes there.
Was that yikesing you or yikesing what you were sharing with the group?
It honestly felt like it was kind of a double yikes.
I don't think it was a double.
It was a double yikes.
It was a single yikes.
Was that when you sent that thing about Eric Adams and you're like, dude, this Eric Adams guy, I think he's going to be the mayor to turn New York City around?
You did say that. That's why I yikesed it.
He turned it around.
He did something.
He does not fly any other airline than Turkish Airlines.
No, dude. You know the first stop is Istanbul.
You know it is.
Like, what is he doing? Did
I
you
went through
guys
his-
read the transcripts of like
Yeah,
everything Eric
I did.
Adams was doing?
I didn't read it.
His greatest hits are unreal.
Like just the way that they operated was so sloppy. Apparently, one of the people that they were like interviewing and like apparently this person volunteered themselves to interview regarding the fraud that was going on. Got rattled in the middle, went to the bathroom and started deleting text messages and emails from their phone, like while getting interviewed about this. They just were like, okay, they're like, we already have all this. You can't just delete it now.
It was a Bush League
That is
operation.
extremely
These people were not ready to to commit fraud and other crimes.
They were going to like the Turkish airline was going to give him a free ticket, and they're like, we can't do free. We need to at least make it look like he paid for it. And they're like, all right, like $50, and they were like, no, we have to do more than $50 to make it look legit. And they're like, all right, like $1,000. It's like a $19,000 flight.
$50 is what they
they pitched $50, and they're like, no, we need to make it look more legit than that. But it's like, what if you're gonna fraud, don't do it like this.
My two favorite, and these might be like the two that everybody knows, Eric Adams moments, not even like from what he's in trouble for. These are just things that have happened over the last couple of years in interviews and stuff that people are like, is this guy just a fucking weirdo? One was singer-songwriter Curtis Mayfield. I believe Eric Adams just happened to be asked like, hey, what was like your favorite concert or something? And he described a Curtis Mayfield concert that happened to be the Curtis Mayfield concert where Curtis Mayfield was unfortunately struck and paralyzed for the rest of his life by a piece of equipment that fell. And he was like, yeah, it was really unfortunate, but like, up until that point, it was like my favorite concert. He didn't even perform.
It happened before the concert.
It happened before the show. So that's just a weird
blatant lie
thing to make up. And then the other one was someone asked like, hey, say something great about New York City.
I got it. You
Thank
want me?
you. Yes, I do.
I knew that this is where this is going.
I saw this one.
Oh, you have like the audio.
If you had to describe it, and it's tough to do, in one word, what would that word be? And tell me why.
New York. This is a place where every day you wake up, you could experience everything from a plane crashing into our trade center to a person who's celebrating a new business that's open. This is a very, very complicated city, and that's why it's the greatest city on the globe.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the question was like, if you can describe 2023 in like one word. He said New York.
New York.
I just think I'm leaving that part out.
Yeah.
9/11.
Quite a tragedy, it turns out.
Yeah, it's a terrible answer. It reminds me of that tragedy.
He has such bad answers to things that there was a part of me during that clip that thought when they asked him to describe it, he was just going to say 9/11.
Honestly, he's not. I mean, he basically
did.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think that he is not a human.
I did see the video of him going through the child's bedroom, and there's like crack pipes and like guns all over the place.
Yeah.
That's another great one.
Oh yeah, when you're scrubbing your teenager's bedroom, and he's like, "There could be a crack pipe in the backpack." And it's like, yes, there could be, but like, let's tone it down a little bit.
That video is unbelievable.
Behind this picture frame is a perfect place for bullets.
Yeah,
that's where I would hide my
No one
bullets.
stashes bullets behind a picture frame.
My bullet stash behind the frame.
That's where I keep my hollow points right here.
I mean, dude, we're gonna be in New York City in a couple of weeks, and it's just like the energy there is like,
yeah, you never know what could happen.
Someone celebrating a new business
or a terrorist attack.
I mean, Dylan, there's like an exchange that he has where they're talking about like he would fly to Turkey to fly to other places just solely because he could get it cheaper. And like somebody was like, he was supposed to fly somewhere like not near Turkey, and they were like, why are you going there first? He goes, the first stop's always Istanbul. And it's like, no,
he's
it's
flying
not.
first class.
What is the deal he had with the airline?
They were the ones giving him money.
The Turkish government was bribing him.
Yeah.
What were they getting out of it?
Allegedly, there was one. This is one instance, and I assume this is just a small part of it, where he did not reference they were like, hey, don't mention the Armenian genocide.
There's also an
like,
angle.
Yeah,
there's also an angle for people building skyscrapers in like New York. Okay. So like
real pay
the
to
foreign
play.
money coming in, and that he would allow that. Yeah,
just flying to Istanbul for every trip.
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. If that gets offered, it's hard to turn that down. Like, hold on, wait. Like, okay, I have to go to Istanbul for this, but like, I get first class the entire way.
A 10-hour flight from New York City?
It's probably somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he even knew that it once was Constantinople? Bet you he doesn't.
At one point, he tried to fly he inquired to whoever was doing this for him. He inquired if he could fly to Turkey before going to Brazil. And they were like, no.
The carbon footprint.
It's not exactly on the way.
Then he asked if the Turkish Airlines, if they flew direct from New York to Brazil. And they were like, no, they don't have a New York to Brazil route. It's Turkey.
Dude, catch me going to Turkey getting the just all the plastic surgery though.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm down for that.
Turkish, what is it they call them? Turkey teeth? Where all the Love Islanders go.
They did the hair transplant.
The hair transplant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Give me some tox up in the forehead. Just one unit.
Will could just edit it for you.
Your forehead? Oh, from FIFA. That's
Yeah.
a good throwback, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Get my armpits.
No, I was
all-
telling Dylan before the episode that I was just absolutely wasting time on Saturday, I guess Sunday morning at that point. I realized it was 1 a.m. and I was in FIFA career mode editing the face of my manager. And finally I was just like, okay,
Will, go to bed.
I don't need to change the lines in his forehead right now. Just go to sleep. You have to get up in 5.5 hours to be with your kids.
Talk about the custo options on that. That's unreal.
Yeah, I wish they had better clothing, but that's neither here nor there. You know, I think we should move forward in this episode, but sometimes in order to move forward, you have to throw it back.
Wow.
Which is why we're talking about our friends over at Throwbacks. And by our friends, I mean Matt Leinart and Jerry Ferreira.
Dude, those are two good friends of ours.
They are. They are. We're actually very closely, we're only 1 degree away from Matt Leinart. We're actually only 1 degree away from both of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show's so much fun. It's called Throwbacks. It's hosted by former Entourage star, Turtle, come on, and former USC quarterback Matt Leinart. You might know him from, I don't know, hoisting the 2004 Heisman Trophy. Skirt, skirt.
He was pretty nice with it.
That's what he did, too.
He hit him with the skirt.
Of course, coached by Steve Sarkisian.
Wow. Wow.
Quarterback guru.
Just saying.
As you know, Matt was one of the faces of an iconic college football team. He's got amazing behind-the-scenes stories from his time in college and professional football. And obviously, Jerry was Turtle on Entourage. Everyone loves him. In each episode, each weekly episode, mind you, Matt, Jerry, and great guests bring you their own entertaining perspectives on sports. Matt brings the former player expertise, and Jerry brings that voice of the maniacal sports fan. They'll even let you into their personal lives as they navigate adventures of parenting. So if you're into something like that, and I know you are because you're sitting here right now listening to us, and we talk about adventures in parenting, go check it out. Enjoy hanging out with your new favorite pair of throwbacks every Thursday. Follow and subscribe to Throwbacks on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Do you think Lana Del Ray's husband had a Salt Life sticker at any point in his life on his car?
I would bet the house.
Oh, absolutely.
He
This dude is
absolutely
Salt
did.
Life.
How long in advance did you know that these two were dating?
Apparently, she denied the relationship like weeks ago.
I
So-
heard this a couple weeks ago, and then it resurfaced.
Well,
I guess
so-
when they got married.
They got connected like 4 years ago when she went on a Crocodile tour with this guy. And then, a month ago, she denied the relationship on social media. And then as I was sitting in the airport on Friday morning, all these photos started coming out of them getting married.
What kind of game does this guy have?
Crazy game. His ex-wife, who he was engaged, no, maybe it was just his ex-fiance. He was engaged to her, for 12 years.
Oh,
He was like, hold on, what if a generational pop star comes into my life, babe?
he didn't ditch her for Lana, did he? They
I don't
broke
know.
up.
She's now with another guy.
Okay.
But she said that he likes to role play, Gator style.
He likes to
Like
role
he's
play.
the handler and you're the Gator.
Gator roll.
She didn't
It's
say
the death
that.
roll.
She did.
She said that?
Yeah, I think she tweeted it or threaded it or Instagrammed it or something. She commented
She's
it.
telling tales out of school.
So the death roll. You
Wait,
know?
he's the handler?
I guess.
And she's the
I mean,
Gator.
if he does that for a living, why would he be the Gator?
She's just an airboat captain.
She just starts spinning in bed, and he tries to wrangle her. That's kind of hot. It's Lana Del Ray. That's hot.
I can't name one of her songs, but I respect her grind.
She's always like a feature.
She's very pretty, in my opinion. Very pretty young lady.
I mean, I just didn't see these two actually getting hitched.
That's wild.
I kind of love it. I kind of love that she's just marrying this Crocodile tour guy instead of going to the red carpet and testing her luck there.
I do appreciate it when very high profile celebrities get locked down with just a regular Joe. It's like, oh, he can do it.
A lot of soccer a lot of famous English soccer players all have all their wives are from early on. And it's always a little endearing to me. I mean, there's a lot of stories about these guys being scumbags behind the scenes and having side pieces. But it's always a little endearing to me when it's you know what, that's cute.
When they're just like uggos, you saying?
No. Just saying when they've withstood the test of time,
Oh,
Dylan,
okay.
and large contracts and
Okay.
temptations.
Conor McGregor's with his...
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't step out.
No, you never hear about that
That's
at all.
surprising.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Ever.
He respects the sanctity of marriage.
Oh, Joe. It's me day one. What are you laughing at? Because the doggy closed down, Dylan.
We talked about the donkey yesterday.
Darcy?
Darcy?
What a spot
Oh,
that
Roseanne,
was.
Dylan.
I could use a meat pie in my life.
I want to know
Maybe
where I
knuckle sandwich
ranked.
instead.
I want to know where I ranked in money spent at Darcy's Donkey
were
compared
up
to the
there.
rest of their people, because like they didn't have too many regulars.
That location is just so cursed.
We need fall weather to hit ASAP so we can get into Kelly's Irish Pub.
Yes, we do, Will.
I'm refusing to go until it's cold outside. But if you're wanting to go to an Irish pub, please go to Kelly's Irish Pub.
The first
Support
time the
them.
high is in the 70s. Let's go.
All right, man. We'll see you next month. Actually, no.
Starts
we'll see
tomorrow.
you in November. We'll see you in November.
It'll be next month. It'll be
Yeah,
next
okay.
month.
Hey, who has she dated previously? Lana?
It's not Lena.
Lana.
Let's see, Dave.
She's been linked to a lot of people. A lot of them.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of these
G-Eazy?
names. Yeah, G-Eazy's the only one that I really recognize, even though I don't know anything about
You know,
him.
G-Eazy was at that same Super Bowl party that I saw Diddy at.
Stop publicly talking about how you were at parties with Diddy.
So,
Very
please,
unfortunate guy.
Please stop.
So was Joel Embiid. It was quite
I
the
always got
list.
bad vibes from Diddy. Never partied.
Not good.
Too much lube. All right. I don't know where that came from.
Do you buy into the lube being GHB?
Oh,
GHB?
Yeah, that's a theory out there.
What does that mean?
That when they confiscated the
It's a
1,000
drug.
bottles of lube, that's actually 1,000 things of just GHB.
What
it is
is
known
GHB?
as a drug
Date
to
rape drug.
incapacitate someone.
Oh.
Like roofies.
Did you hear his Costco explanation?
Yeah. It was,
Yes.
They said we don't sell baby oil.
see,
They
that's
did?
on the
Yeah,
list.
I went the second I saw that claim, I went on Costco and searched Costco baby oil,
No.
and nothing came up. And I was like, I don't.
They said that. They said we don't sell baby oil.
That's
He's
on.
lying.
That is on the lawyer for not
Yeah.
knowing that.
Yeah.
I think I know two guys that could get to the bottom of if they sell it. or
Franklin
not.
and Bash.
No.
Fuck.
Maybe if it's a boom or a doom.
Okay.
Dylan. I don't know what. That doesn't
Come
make
on, man.
big justice.
Okay, they did the boom and doom thing at a football game this past weekend. I think FAU.
I feel like a couple stadiums are pulling them out now.
I think they deserved more from the crowd. I think the crowd did them dirty.
I think it was
be
an
pretty-
appropriate response from the
You have to
crowd.
be
No.
pretty online to know that
Yeah,
reference.
But dude, everyone knows who they are now. If I was in that crowd and they were doing like a boom and everyone had to yell boom, I am absolutely belting out boom.
dude, the Orange Man needs to get them out at a rally.
It's not the worst move.
You got to get a boom.
It's not the worst move.
Fuck,
He's taking
I-
a bunch of other like influencers out on the stage. Why not take out boom and doom?
I knew a guy from high school, and this is like a couple years after, and we went down separate. We were on separate waves at that point, but I really knew because he and his girlfriend at the time were at a party, and they were drinking something, and it had GHB in it, and they put it in there, and they were just sipping on it, and I was like, what? And they're like, and he was like, no, it's fine. If you drink it like this, dude, it's awesome. And I was like, yeah, man, I don't think we're like
Why do you have that on you?
I was like, what?
Remind me why you have
What?
this?
Like I think it's a drug I don't know.
Do you think you've ever had a drink where something's in it?
Yes.
Dude, I told you I
Unknowing.
got
Yeah,
drunk.
I know. Yeah, there's one time where I had 2 drinks, and after the second drink, I was completely blacked out. Like I don't remember anything, and I'll be honest, I was hanging out with people that I don't normally hang out with, and I was like, it doesn't make sense that I could have this much to drink and not remember anything from the entire night.
Our buddy Mitchell saved me from getting taken / potentially raped.
The next day, somebody said it was so fun seeing you last night. And I responded back and I said, where did you see me last night? And they said, at this bar. And I said, I didn't go to that bar. And they said, yes, you did. And you seemed totally fine. And I was like, I don't remember anything from it. I'm really creeped out as to how I don't remember anything.
I think somebody hit me with a Xanax that I didn't know about because it's just like boom. Like what? It's time travel.
Gamma hydroxybutyrate.
Yeah.
An illegal drug that's sometimes used as a party drug. It produces feelings of euphoria, relaxation, and sociability, and increased sex drive.
Yeah, it was,
They make it sound cool there, but it's not.
I mean, yeah, it's got different uses.
I had never heard of it
medical
until a
uses
couple minutes
and
ago.
everything. But I remember
Really?
seeing this dude
Yeah.
at the party. I was like, that's like we were not my high school was not like a big. Like there was a lot of weed, a lot of drugs, but nobody else was doing anything hard except for maybe like a few prescription pill people. But nobody was doing like shit like that.
Can-
So when I saw that, I was like,
It can be used to treat narcolepsy because it makes you tired.
Oh.
Sleepy Joe. I'm done.
Okay.
It's good, Dave.
I have to use I got to use the potty. Is that
I got to
okay?
pee so bad too, but I'm gonna hold. You go.
wanna
do
go?
your thing. No, I'm gonna wait till we're finished.
Why don't you just go together?
Go,
Yeah,
Dad.
cross streams, dude.
Get the hell out of here.
Dylan's built different. I'm not.
Get the hell out of here.
That seemed.
Don't do that.
All right, I need Dave here for my next segment, so I'm just going to start this actual other one because you're more invested in this than Dave is, Dylan.
Okay.
Have you seen The Flavor?
I am unfamiliar with the flavor.
Dude, you need to familiarize yourself with The Flavor because
Talk to me. What is it?
I'm going to be drinking The Flavor in the studio at some point.
Maybe on the track house.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dylan, I'm going to get ahead of this now, and I'm going to do it in a public forum. My parents are going to be in town this Thursday afternoon, so I'm probably going to miss Track House because I'm going to take them
Man.
out and do something with them. I know,
missed
I
the
know,
last
I know,
one.
I know.
I shot 29 under
Here,
twice in a
to
row.
make up for it, Dylan. Next week on Track House, I will drink The Flavor. Okay. Somebody had posted on. I don't know what this was posted on, but it says I've mixed cranberry Mike's Harder and cucumber lime Gatorade into a drink I like to call The Flavor because like you drink this shit and your tongue is like, there's a taste here. You're experiencing a flavor. But when you go to open the door and there's no flavor there, it comes back with an undefined error in the flavor column. It's the missing something of flavors. It's
Missing no.
What's the missing no?
It's a glitch in the Pokemon.
Oh,
games, the
okay.
original ones.
It so absolutely and definitively tastes like something, and that thing is nothing. And
Sounds very intriguing.
And so, yeah, it's just the lime cucumber Gatorade Zero with zero sugar, Dylan,
Okay.
mixed with a Mike's Harder cranberry.
So Mike's Harder, I assume, is just a stronger version of Mike's Harder.
Yeah, it's just a dialed up. They do it to a scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to correct myself. Missing number. Someone's going to come at me for that.
Okay, so I will try the flavor at some point in the near future.
The way this person describes it, by the way, well written. I mean, it's like it sounds very intriguing. Like I want to try it as well. Please bring this in next Thursday.
Okay. My only fear is trying to find Mike's Harder cranberry, but it's not something I often go looking for, so it could be much more common than I am expecting. Who had these two things in their arsenal and thought to themselves, you know what, I'm going to mix them together? I want the flavor.
People are just trying shit, man.
Can I talk about something a little random?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been thinking about something a lot lately, and I can't shake it. I've talked about it briefly on this podcast before, but I have never really done a deep dive, and today is going to be that deep dive.
Okay.
We were at a party in 2006. It was a fraternity party. I knew some guys there.
Yeah, dude.
What was the frat?
It better not have been Pike.
If it was Pike, it was
It
Pike,
wasn't.
dude. Fuck
It wasn't
you.
KA. It wasn't Pike.
Good.
If I had to guess,
It was Teak, wasn't it?
no, it wasn't
Fuck
Teak.
Teak.
Fuck
I
Teak.
think it was Delt.
Fuck Del.
I think it was
No,
Delt.
dude, I
no,
got
fuck
no.
you,
My
yeah.
my old roommate freshman year.
He's a good guy.
It's cool.
No, dude,
He's
they're
a
like
good
not top tier, but their parties are fucking awesome.
No, they've actually got a good alumni, and honestly, they've got some solid dudes. They're not a threat though.
Their
Well,
chicks
dude,
are mid though.
They just got back on campus, and so like they're like not great right now, but they'll be a lot better moving forward. They've got some good guys.
Like their chicks leave their parties to come to ours.
Yeah, dude. Like I just use their parties as a pregame for mine.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened at this
So
party?
we're at this party. We're at this party, and my buddy looks over. This is before iPhones. I had an LG chocolate at the time,
Oh, hell yeah.
and this is before anything. And so my buddy leans over and sees a stack of CDs, and the top CD on the stack is called "If Buddha Made Porn." He's like, "Okay, I don't know what this is, but like I want to check it out." It was a wintertime party, so he took the CD and he just put it in his pocket. And so we went back to the dorms, and then we listened to If Buddha Made Porn. It was like some of the smoothest jazz that I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know if it was made by actual jazz musicians. I don't know if it was, some type of electronic thing. But we were sitting there and we're like, this is fucking great. Randy, I sent you a little video. This is not my favorite track from it, but we're kind of in an area where there's not a lot going on. Randy, can you just play a little taste for the folks at home?
1, 2, 3.
Just skip ahead.
So
It's the first time hearing it.
You get me? You feel me?
So this wasn't someone just put together a mix and called it some random thing. It's actually a thing.
Well, so here's the issue. If you look at how many views this has on YouTube, it's got 1.4K over the last 11 years.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And so I've tried to Google if Buddha made porn like a million times. They used to have a MySpace page. The music no longer works on MySpace. I don't know who these people are. I don't know where it's coming from. What?
Read the top comment.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
The description here says of the video, if Buddha made porn, says, I found this CD in Oxford, Ohio, and the joy this CD brings to my heart needs to be spread through the world.
Okay.
So then you scroll down, and if you go to the comments, people are saying, someone said, wait, seriously? My cousin found a CD with this track on it in Boulder, Colorado back in 2003.
Wait, read the top one first.
Which one?
Circling back
to this?
Yes.
So I talked about it about a year ago I mentioned it a year ago because there's a thread on the subreddit about it. And so someone says, yeah, I found it in 2004 on a bathroom sink. I've been searching for years to find where it comes from, but no one knows anything other than where they found it. Another person said, my buddy brought it to our hometown after his first semester in Boulder in 2002, and we all made copies. I brought it to Miami January 2003, and there it spread.
So there's some lore behind this.
Yeah, someone says this person's responsible for bringing it to Southwest Ohio. It's all these people trying to figure out what it is. It's driving me nuts because
and your friend got his hands on it?
Well, he just found it. He just saw it and grabbed it and was like, if someone's naming a CD this, it has to be good. And so he just took it, and it turns out there's more copies of it out there. But I don't know who made it. I don't know how to go about doing it.
If Buddha made porn, was this handwritten on there?
Yeah, it's a blank CD, blank burned CD with that just on there. So I talked about it. There was a thread that started on the Circling Back subreddit where people were confusing it with Blink's first album, Buddha, Blink-182. That's not what we're talking about here. Strictly talking about this. And it's killing me that I can't find this anywhere.
That's interesting.
What are the chances that there's just this random smooth jazz with a little funk to it just floating around with no one able to determine who actually made this CD, where it actually came from? There's no band name attached to it. All we have is if Buddha made porn.
It could be
before
Mandela.
AI.
Could be Mandela effect.
Have you ever tried to Shazam it?
Ooh.
Toss it up, dude.
Randy. Hey, I just want to point out that 22 seconds ago, Dylan is going after some guy named Nick Huber on Twitter about
I'm glad you
college
brought
football.
this up.
I just want to point that out.
Yeah, we'll play this.
Stop catching bodies in the middle of the show.
What a dork that guy is.
All right, it's searching. It's searching.
Your phone explodes.
It's expanding the search. Not a good sign.
No, that's not good.
Not a good sign. It says, this is tough. Last try.
All right.
No result.
Dude, this is creepy.
That adds to it. It's unidentified.
This isn't the song that I got obsessed with. There's another song on there that I got absolutely obsessed with. I just don't know what to do. If anyone out there has any leads, I would really like to piece this together and try to figure out who made this music, I guess we know who burned the CDs. I want to do an oral history of if Buddha made porn. I need to know who was just absolutely cooking in a recording studio one day and thought, you know what, I'm going to make exactly $0 off of this.
It sounds like it was digitally made.
It kind of does. Within
someone just had a mixing board and put
GarageBand or Fruit Loops or something like that, one of those programs.
Yeah.
Is that the only song?
No, it's a full album.
But that's the only song we have.
Yeah, that's the only thing going on right now.
I got to hear more. I got to hear more.
There's if you Google it, there's 5 results before it turns into porn results.
That's weird.
So there's a limited window of people. But I mean, it's been now for me, 18 years?
You think someone listening will have any additional context to this?
Any Miami Redhawks out there, any Colorado Buffs, anybody out there?
Do a targeted ad on Instagram to people who went to school in Oxford.
Right? I think it originated, from what I put together based on the YouTube comments, it originated in Boulder and then it found its way to Oxford, Ohio. But now where is it? How?
I'm interested. I want to know.
We all got way too invested in if Buddha made porn. I was going to write about this for the newsletter, but I have this weird concern that if I include the word porn too many times in the newsletter, it'll start marking it as like spam and it'll put it in people's spam folders.
Do like an asterisk or something.
I feel like AI knows how to suss that out.
Probably.
Corn. Just say corn.
Yeah, what are the dorky ways that people abbreviate porn in
It's usually corn.
I just call
TikTok?
someone a dork on Twitter.
They do the corn emoji.
That's what Dave was referencing earlier.
What were they talking about?
So we talked about how the freshman from Alabama, Ryan Williams, he had eye black and he wrote on it, "Killed everybody."
Yeah.
He quote tweeted a picture of it, some dude named Nick Huber. And he said, national TV, college kids, culture in this country going to shit. Shut up, dork. It's football, man.
Would it be cooler if he played defense and had kill everybody?
It's
I feel like being a wide receiver and saying kill everybody, like you're kind of just like avoiding getting killed.
It's a reference to The Program, which is a fantastic football
Yeah,
movie.
I knew that, dude. I watch football stuff. Like I clearly knew. Did you see the one? Like obviously the screenshot that went viral is the one that had like Psalms, whatever, and then kill everybody. Do you see the person that quote tweeted and just said Tim Tebow and Aaron Hernandez?
That's pretty perfect.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
pretty good. If you have any leads on if Buddha made porn, you know where to find me. I'm very invested at this point, and I can't stop thinking about listening to it just one more time. Like it's just killing me. Do you guys mind if we dip into some small biz September to close things out?
Please do.
There's a lot of words on this screen in front of me, so I'm going to make this very, very modified. Usually during September, we end the episodes with Small Biz September. Backers submit their businesses, we call them out, and we make it happen. Do you guys mind if on our last episode, we usually take a bunch that we didn't get to, and we just read them all. Do you guys mind if I hop in?
Let's do it.
We got author Poppy Adler. I like the idea of an author named Poppy. Poppy, not PAPI.
Mm-hmm. Phil Batalia's dog.
It's true.
Certified day one backer submitting an informal application to Small Business September. I'm really looking at the Sal Gals here. I'm the debut author of Sally's Song. No relation to Sally DeFreeze, even though we love her. It's a witty rom-com novel that takes place on a picturesque horse ranch in rural Wyoming. Recently scorned Sally took an equine veterinarian position as far away from her ex as she possibly could, only to move next door to her celebrity crush. What's he doing in Wyoming?
It's Kanye.
I'm going to be straight up with you. Poppy, you might have gained someone right now because I think I might try to read this. It's on Amazon. Sally's Song is spelled Sallie. Again, Sallie. If you want to follow her, Poppy Adler Writes on Instagram. Again, Poppy Adler Writes, or on TikTok. Author, Poppy Adler. We also have Stark Performance Physical Therapy in Pensacola, Florida. Her name's Becca. She's an athletic trainer and client care coordinator at Stark Performance Physical Therapy in Pensacola. The Cum fans would love their logo based on her thing here. I think she's talking about the cinematic universe of Marvel.
Mm-hmm. Little Stark Industries.
Yes.
They're a private physical therapy company that she made up of herself and 3 physical therapists. They're from
PTs.
PTs, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a PT.
If you know, you know, Dylan.
Mm-hmm. Go to Stark Performance. Hold on. How do you read this URL? Stark
Performance PT.
PT. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry. It was freaking with my brain, dude.
Gotcha.
All right. Stark Performance PT if you're in Pensacola and need some physical therapy.
See, I'm looking into them because I did, as someone who had to do PT earlier this year, I like what they're doing here because they do the full body eval. They find the root cause of pain instead of just treating the symptoms, which I feel like in this country we do too much. We need to find the root cause of your pain, and that's all I'm saying.
I'm tired of putting Band-Aids on bullet wounds.
Ooh, that's good. You should put that into a song.
I should. We got Gould Standard Detailing out Michigan and Ohio way. Corey Peaches, Gould, shout out Peaches. He got a detailing business in Michigan and Ohio. Gould Standard Detailing is a premier fully mobile car care service that comes to your home or work, providing professional detailing services everywhere. Go check them out. We got the Tapestry Spool, Cleveland, Ohio. This backer said, my aunt has a vintage styling and upcycling business based out of Cleveland, Ohio called the Tapestry Spool. Jen Frisco does all the sewing, design, and all things creative, while her daughter Kayla handles marketing, business, and behind the scenes. She makes adult and children's thrifted clothes and sells online, as well as pop-up markets. Go to the tapestryspools.com or on Instagram at the Tapestry Spool. That's what's up, dude. Finally, got our boy, our absolute Sculled Golf in San Diego, California.
That's good.
I like the vibes
I do
here.
too.
I love the vibes. Says, my dad has been a graphic designer for 30 plus years. He worked for Upper Deck designing trading cards in the 90s and early
Sick.
2000s before starting his own brand design company. That's tight.
That is sick.
That's tight.
I used to buy Upper Deck cards all the time.
I want to know if I used Upper Deck in the office here.
No.
Says, in typical San Diego old man fashion, he decided to start a golf brand instead of retiring. The brand is called Sculled Golf, and it's made up of cool designs and silly golf puns. His garage is full of hats, and he carries a few on the course. So if you see him, he can make that sale right there. That guy's a deal closer,
Dude,
dude.
peep this.
Dude, that's what's up.
Got some skaters.
I like that.
Sick.
The,
We need to
the
dip into
skull
these guys?
shit is spooky too.
Check him out at sculled-golf.com. Again, that's sculled-golf.com.
Sculled Golf.
I got a piece so bad. Can we wrap up?
Nope.
We could probably finish it out.
I think
Go ahead.
I'm going to read an excerpt from a book I've been reading lately.
Okay, I'm gonna step away while you
Is it
do
a
that.
poppy book?
No, let's just get out of here.
All right.
I only read poppy books.
Hi, Poppy.
Bye.